Welcome, people of the World Wide Web. So it's the midweek, if I can get my words out, and it's the usual video of look what I have been watching. So here we are. We're on my birthday week, so I expect a lot of other videos being coming this week. But yeah, this is what I have been watching over the past week or so. So as normal, we will go in reverse order. So when I get stuff, I normally like to watch it. So this was one that Matt V Movies had gifted me a little while ago. Very nice looking case. This was region 1, so I had to get my multi-region out and watch it. It's split over the 2 discs. There we go. So I think the first 2 hours is on the first disc and then the last hour is on the last disc. I remember watching this back in the day and I thought it was okay, but actually revisiting this, I really like this movie. Obviously, I know review-wise it got bombed quite hard. Personally, I think if you look at just how big some of the spectacle pieces are, all like the boats going over, people drowning, people being shot, and the visual effects and the non-visual effects that were used, and some of the actors were flying the planes and stuff, and it like such a grand scale movie. I have to commend Michael Bay for doing this, and I think that yes, with the Transformer movies and other stuff, he maybe gets a bit more criticised now, but just the actual talent and spectacular of his films is actually amazing. I mean, there were some explosions in this that took like 7 months for him to all set up to have it done on like proper boats and stuff. And it's just like amazing that, for like 10, I think it's 5-10 seconds of footage, it's like 7 months worth of planning. It just shows you like the stuff that goes into it. It's a really nice kind of hardback book feel. As I say, region 1, so I've got a multi-region player, so I was able to watch it. So I did really enjoy this. So glad to have this into the collection. I think I may keep, sorry about that, I may keep this and the region 2 one just in case something was to happen to my multi-region, but still this is a very nice addition to have. Next we have one from the anime collection. So this is Legends of the Millennium Dragon even. So this is kind of, it is and it isn't your stereotypical Japanese anime martial art movie. It deals with time travel in this, and it deals basically back in the day. You have kind of 2 warring factions. You have kind of monks and you have these what you assume are demons. They are fighting each other, and they realise that actually they need a dragon to help him, which is kind of the symbol picture in the background. That is a dragon's face. And they go to the future and find this lad, and he basically is the conduit to release this dragon. He gets brought back in time, and then it's him trying to discover what goes on. Now, this, I would say, is like a multi-complex movie. Which basically there are a lot of twists and turns and different factions and stuff that you have to take into. So it's definitely one that you kind of need to pay attention to. I mean, there were a few bits I had to rewind because I got distracted by something, and lost like who was that, because I say there are people who don't necessarily see what they are, and if you don't pay attention you do lose it a little bit. But still quite a good movie. I really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, I need to get some proper stuff to get the sticker off. But it's nice to have that in the anime collection. Watch it. Next one we have, obviously on the Disney theme that you've seen from previous weeks, is obviously the Jungle Book 2. So this is Mowgli. He now lives in the little village, but then decides to kind of go back to see his friends because they're having kind of conflicts that he wants to go into the jungle, and the people are saying the jungle is quite dangerous because of all the animals out there. And then he has his 2 little friends here that they go and follow him and get lost, and the people then search for him, and Mowgli finds them, so does Shere Khan, and there's all an altercation. It was okay as follow-up movies go. It definitely feels like a follow-up cheap Disney movie. It doesn't even, in my eye, like, it has the kind of look and kind of story, yes, but I don't think it touches how good the first one was. You could have just been like an episode of a TV series in this. But yeah, it's good to, I say, we've got loads of this stuff like this, so you'll see a lot of this pop up because me and my wife have bought these over the years and just never watched them, and I kind of want to deck out and watch everything, or trying to watch as much as I have. So the other one is one I was following up from Matt's V Movies again. He bought this on Blu-ray, which actually is quite stunningly. So it is Flying Swords of Dragon Gate. So this is a Western martial arts movie starring Jet Li. Again, this is a little bit like the Millennium one. There are a lot of factions and stuff go on. This is basically, he is kind of an outlaw. You have two divisions. You have the East Gate and the West Gate, and basically they're corrupt people who trying to have their own way and kind of conflict the East and trying to conflict the West and blah blah blah. And it's due to a set of circumstances. Jet Li's character and his basically assistants, they're trying to kind of fight for the poorer people out there, and then this all tails down to Dragon Gate. Now Dragon Gate is kind of a hidden temple that all of these people are searching for, and it all kind of combinates with them being in this kind of hut or kind of tavern, so to speak, when a sandstorm's come in. So there's a lot of stuff there. It's very over the top martial arts of them flying around, kind of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, but extreme, but very, very good. I did like the martial arts stuff, and some of the, it was really good, really good style. And obviously, it's 2011 or 2012 this came out. This film is the reason why Jet Li wasn't in The Expendables 2 as much, because obviously he had obligations to this, and I think he got quite a big payout for it. But I really liked it. As I say, there's a lot of moving parts and different actors and actresses that you have to pay attention to, but it was really good. The next one is one, the follow-up is obviously from my top 100 list. This would be 98 for me to watch, so The Great Dictator, with Charlie Chaplin. That's what's in the Chaplin collection. This was released in 1940, and is basically a bit of mid-take of Adolf Hitler, or he's called Himmler, or there's a bit of a silly name, but that's what I kept. Basically, Chaplin plays two roles. He plays the Führer, and then he plays kind of a Jewish barber, who's kind of on the other side of things. And it's very slapstick, silly. It's very much, he's kind of come from the era of the slapstick, black and white, no sound comedy movies. That there are definitely loads of elements there, but then he does talk bits, and obviously there are trying to get points across. And obviously I think this is the first film made about like Adolf Hitler and stuff, and there's a lot of politics around this. I know there are rumours that Hitler never wanted to watch this film, but supposedly a secret screening. Charlie Chaplin has been quoted, said that he would have loved to have known what Hitler's views are on it, because it was a very much mid-take of him. It was okay. I mean, it's a film that's 82 years old now, 3 years old if I can even count. It's been in 1940, so it's a very, very old film. I'm not the biggest fan of like the silent black and white movies. I've seen the odd bits here and there, and I maybe own one or two, but not a lot. That doesn't really relate to me. The overall film, I say, it was okay acted and stuff, and there was I did find a few little bits funny, but I think this is more popular due to the subject matter and obviously when it was released. Obviously, I don't have that firsthand. I'm not 80 odd years old, but it's good to have it in the collection. It's good to watch it. It was. I think it's cost me almost 10 quid, so I'm glad to have this. So the expensive ones are getting there. And then the final one is Road to Ninja Naruto, the movie. So this is the 9th, I believe, Naruto movie to be released out before the final one of the series. This is where I am kind of at the series point, so I got to this movie. And this basically is where the evil Madara Toby, depending how you know who he is, he traps Naruto and Sakura in a kind of genjutsu where they go to a alternate version of their hometown, and Naruto is called Minima, and everybody's personalities are kind of swapped, and it's all them trying to deal with this, and there is an evil being that is kind of after them, and obviously Naruto has to save the day. There's lots of twists and turns. I don't want to give away. It's fun to actually see the Akatsuki members in this, because they are kind of rebels in this alternate universe, and they do get hired to help, so it is nice help. I would have liked to see more animation side of that and that aspect, but they kind of go for the heartstrings. Obviously Naruto, when he goes to the alternate verse, his parents are actually alive there, whereas Sakura, her parents are dead, and it's kind of that role reversal. And even though it's quite a big film, I feel like maybe there are a few little too many few elements that just don't get enough time. But I did like it. I say I've seen it before. happy to own this and then I can start the next bit of series when I get to it. But that is everything I've been watching for this week. Hope you're enjoying a look what I'm watching. As I said, it is my birthday week and anniversary week, so expect a lot more DVDs because I'll be getting a lot of presents and stuff. Like, comment, subscribe to the video if you do. Have you seen any of these? Do you think, do you agree or disagree with my thoughts or opinions? I'd love for you to let me know. Otherwise, I'll be off for single screen time. See you next one.